Good afternoon, folks. I'm not very good at YouTube, as you're going to see here in previous videos and such, but I'm trying to do one video a day minimum for 1 year, and I'm going to work on improving my skills. I have a GoPro inside. It's being charged up with new batteries. I got to work on my video editing skills and my content presentation. So right now, all we're working off of is this Android, and the title of the channel is Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors. And I put a lot of different descriptions of what the outdoors would encompass. The one thing I forgot to include, I do believe, was grilling and barbecue and things of that nature. I do love cooking on the grill. I got this grill. It probably needs to be cleaned up a little bit. I cleaned the inside recently, but I use it almost every day. It needs to be wiped down. But this is a Landman Grill, 3-burner. It's you turn the heat sensor there, the gas knob, and it'll self-ignite on each burner. I love this thing. The only hassle that it came in a box, and you had to assemble it, and half the instructions were pretty good, and then it kind of flipped, so I had to kind of rebuild a little bit, so to speak. But we finally got it together, and I don't know, I probably cooked probably good 60 meals on this, if not 100. Anyway, the one thing, this is not the prettiest smoker box, but I won't cook on the grill unless I'm using some type of hickory. I pretty much like the basics. I put this right up here. Sometimes I will throw a chunk on the bottom just to give it that flavor. It really gets it smoking and such. The one thing I do like about this Landman Grill, it has the heavy duty grates, so it's real easy to clean up. It's not gonna be like the cheap wire ones or the whatever they call that, ceramic coated ones, but these are very, very nice, very durable. So I'm going to tell you about some of the products I do use. I love Mutt sauce. That's from Charlinda Scales. She's in Ohio. Mutt sauce is an incredible story. Charlinda is a Air Force veteran, and her story is amazing. She's been on Shark Tank, QVC, and her growth is just phenomenal. And she's a very inspirational woman. She does a lot of stuff for like SCORE and mentoring, and she helps judge competitions, and she's just really good into entrepreneurship. She's also mentored by Damon John from Shark Tank. Now, there's 2 products here. You can see the one that I use the most, and I love this. It's McCormick. It's called Perfect Pinch Rotisserie Chicken Seasoning. I use this, and like what I do is I'll use it on chicken. I'll pat dry the chicken or the pork, and then sprinkle this on. And I try and rub it on. Obviously, like it's a rub, and the taste is just phenomenal. I never really used a lot of rubs until recently. I have a sensitive digestive system, so I kind of got to work around what my body can tolerate. But recently, I did try this as an experiment. A lot of the pepper, anything with pepper, sometimes your steak seasoning does have pepper in it. So I try to avoid that as much as possible. But recently, I did try this Perfect Pinch steak seasoning, and it is the bomb. It's really good. It's not too peppery, but basically what I did was I kind of mixed these two a little bit, just due to my sensitivity, my digestive system. And then there's a location in Naples, Florida, which I'm not too far from, in South Fort Myers, but it's called Seed to Table, and it's the main parent company is Oaks Farms, and this is a label that they are not a label, excuse me, a seasoning they have. It's called Original Pork Rub. So what I have done, I have mixed basically I don't know, maybe like a third of each, sprinkled them in a little like snack Ziploc type bag, just mixed it up, and then I generously mix that up on when I was using steak. But I have used this individually on pork, and it's very good. I don't think I've tried it yet on chicken solo, but the good thing about this that I really like is I've already used a little bit of this, and you can see it's still almost full. When I bought it, it was like filled to the brim. A lot of times, you buy a product. I'm not saying this one, but it might be to where the top of the label is right here about the seed to table. I'm sure you probably have different flavors. I tried this one. It's very, very, you're paying $4.99 is what I paid for, but you're getting a lot. It's like a small thing where it's whatever. But anyway, so I had some food out here that I was preparing. I was torn on what today as far as the video, what I'm going to work on very, very is about learning upload to YouTube, how to do editing and splicing, things of that nature. So y'all bear with me a little bit. I kind of, force myself to learn this process, but there's many, many things. I have a list of probably 30 days out of things I want to do. I don't want to just do them, excuse the expression, half-assed. I want to make them nice, high quality for you as much as possible. But please understand, in the learning stages, it's going to, you're going to see some of my videos have been shaky. I'm happy about a few of them. For some reason, when I use my Android phone and I turn it to landscape when I'm trying to do a video, sometimes it turns dark. That's something to do with the sunlight. I'm not a techie guy, but anyway, so I'm open to suggestions on any type of seasonings you use, any type of flavoring. I do also try and do a lot of cooking of various things. I'm like very proud. I have a seafood stew recipe that I'm always tweaking, and I do mostly that's like in the colder months, but I will be doing some fish fillets and things of that nature on this. So when I'm cooking with fish, I didn't bring it out here. I probably should have. Obviously, Old Bay. Down here in Florida, there's Everglades Seasoning, which is very popular. A lot of times when I'm doing any type of fish fillet or blue crabs or whatever, what have you, I mix the Everglades Seasoning and the Old Bay. And then sometimes if I'm getting creative, like a lot of people put, a little bit of vinegar in their water and beer and things. I do that. It's a standard recipe. But sometimes I'll mix it up a little bit. I might put some like onions or garlic in the water while it's steaming and boiling, and then I also use like minced garlic when I mix it up with the seasoning, and then usually you steam crabs for like 22 minutes if you're on a full boil. So anyway, so those are some of the things I like to do when I'm cooking outside. This is not the greatest setup. You're not going to see this part in the video, but I put up all new fence boards. This back area is looking really nice. This may be another video, but I really like doing a lot of gardening. I had a lot of marigold plants out here trying to deter some of the insects and things of that. I have 3 pepper plants, 4 different types of tomato plants. The radishes were a huge fail, and some of the marigolds are starting to wilt basically because of the heat. I over there I have like a 4x6 canopy over the plants, the main plants, and they're doing very well, and they've already produced a lot. But as far as the marigolds and the radishes, I've had a tough time with radishes. So I've done a lot of research, YouTube video. I went to YouTube University, so to speak, and I struggle in that department. But I use the heavy umbrella bases with like beach umbrellas, and I tighten them down. I try and give them shade, but it's been so windy here lately that if you leave it out, then your umbrella is going to either fly away or pop up. And, it's kind of very difficult this time of year, especially when you're running around and doing errands. But I try, and I even have like a patio table umbrella. I haven't even opened up that, in probably like a month. But I do appreciate you all tuning in, and you know, shoot me any ideas, recipes, thoughts. You know, I'm open to it. Like I said, I really don't know what I'm doing, but hopefully, I kind of know what I'm doing with cooking, I think. You know, I grew up in a French family. My mom's French. My grandma, my aunt, and uncle, you know, all that side of the family, my mom's side of the family. So I've learned to not be afraid to try anything when you're cooking. Um, there's no foods. There's probably not a food on this planet I've never eaten. I mean, in France, growing up, my uncle's farm, you know, in the summertime, you know, snails, hogs, rabbits, you know, chickens, you know, we've slaughtered them all. There's all kind, you know, literally like sheep's brains, you name it. We've done it, but I'm pretty receptive to eating any type of food as long as it agrees with my digestive system. I really never had digestive problems until I was about 26, but ever since then I've kind of watched myself. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, and you know, looking for advice and pointers. So talk to you soon. Thank you.